Mamie belle, la moustache et la capucha. Sito patamilo, milata katiki punetika. Sito patamilo, milata katiki punetika. Sito patamilo, milata katiki punetika. Sito patamilo, milata katiki takatiki. Sito patamilo, milata katiki punetika. Sito patamilo, milata katiki punetika. Sito patamilo, milata katiki punetika. Mamie belle, la moustache et la capucha.
What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrating Fan Sports Show. And today, Washington actually does what they needed to do. They implemented the game plan for Tennessee that they should have implemented it for Dallas. I'm not going to rehash that, but still, they went out there and they actually devastated the Tennessee Titans. The score was 42-19. Kind of got a little relaxed there. Kind of felt it seemed like they kind of wanted to go with the good guy ball coming towards the end of the game, but they were able to seal the victory, stop Tennessee from actually coming through. And they did a very good job. Defense came out. Everybody was doing their thing. I think Dante Fowler now has 10 sacks on the season. I think he has 10 or 9 sacks on the season. Terry McLaurin has 9 touchdowns on the season. For all of you who always talk trash about the captain not being top 10 when it comes to being a receiver, we are seeing that he is in fact top 10. And not only that, he had 2 touchdowns today. Probably should have had more, but I understand you can't have it all. Brian Robinson had a really good day. Looked really healthy. Sat out most of the second half, which was good. Give him some rest. We go into the bye with a lot of rest. I talked about this in my preview video about how we can't lose these 4 games down the stretch. Today, Arizona lost, which puts us in a very favorable spot. Seattle, I think Seattle won today. Again, that still puts us in a favorable spot. Seattle won today. Arizona lost. We also had Atlanta lost today. Now what's going on is New Orleans is playing and Philadelphia will be playing. So we'll definitely see what goes on. We might need we need New Orleans to lose so that when we face them coming out of the bye, we can beat them and then we will actually be up. Now, the one thing about it is that New Orleans is playing the Rams. So that it works out in our favor, but it also can hurt us down the stretch, especially if LA finds a way to win out. But again, great game, great game. The scoring is back. Seems like we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. So Jayden Daniels went out there, threw for 2 something, had 3 touchdowns, had a pick, but wasn't necessarily his fault at the pick, but still had a pick. Terry McLaurin, good day. I think he had like 70-something yards, maybe 80. I think it was 70-something yards and 2 touchdowns. And again, like I said, Brian Robinson, of course, the same thing. We saw Terry moving around in the offense this week, which is something that we have been hammering the whole time. It's funny that even the announcers, the commentators were saying the exact same thing. They said that, everybody's been talking about this. So we saw Terry move around, and we saw when he's moved around, he is utilized very well. And like I said, if there's nothing else, go to the captain. The captain will make a play, and he always does. So, again, very good game. Very, very good game. They came out blitzing right off the bat. Again, this was one of the things that I talked about. They needed to come right out and start blitzing. The defense played well. Frankie Louvu is on a tear. In fact, I think Frankie Louvu has 9 sacks as well this season. I think this may be his highest output if I can remember. But I mean, he's doing a fantastic job. I think he has 9 sacks, and I think Fowler has 9 or 10 sacks. So we're actually seeing some really, really good production out of our edge guys, or the guys playing edge, and out of our linebacking core. The secondary wasn't victimized this week. But again, our front seven didn't give Will Levis an opportunity to do that. Not only that, Will Levis kind of helped us too. I mean, he doesn't do a good job. And then Westbrook Akine had dropped like 6 passes. That it's so funny because that actually looked like our offense a couple weeks ago. So the fact that we actually won 42-19, very, very good. I don't see a lot of things we have to work on. I don't know why they didn't go with Cornelius Lucas on the right side before, because it's not like we haven't seen Cole Luke on that side before. Brendan Coleman seemed to be playing better. I think that probably the rotational thing is probably taken away from his snaps that he needs to really develop in this scheme. But Cole Luke he does what he normally does. He's a switch tackle. He can do it. Like I said, I know that he probably feels more comfortable on the left side, but he did a very good job on the right side. And for the same thing apply to Trenton Scott. Trent Scott might feel more comfortable on the left side. And if he does, then you might want to just keep him on the left side and let Cole Luke go ahead and rock the right side. Samuel Cosmi, man, we gotta talk about him because he just got paid. And for some reason, for some crazy reason, you're talking about, I don't understand why it seems like he averages about 3 penalties a game. Like, and they're all like really stupid penalties. They're all like holding calls and things of that such nature, or something that's like like the one with him and Jeffrey Simmons. Like they're always these really stupid penalties, and and this is something that people have to pay attention to. Samuel Cosmi is averaging at least 3 penalties a game now, and it's starting to like wear thin. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't be considered our best offensive lineman if he's constantly getting penalized over and over and over again for doing stuff that's really stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see if he had like all these false start penalties. No, he's getting like personal foul penalties. He's getting like roughing penalties. Like, he's getting these penalties that don't make any sense, and it's actually more harm to the team than you can even imagine. So again, like I said, we have to really talk about that. Samuel Cosmi is getting way too many penalties at this point. Like I say, I think he's averaging about 3 a game. I really do. I think he's averaging about 3 a game. But like I said, we played very well. We did get help. Again, Arizona lost, Seattle won. Arizona lost, Seattle won, Atlanta lost. Again, we have to beat them too, both of those teams, to actually have tiebreakers that would make sense for us, especially with the fact that, you know, they will have I think Atlanta will have a better record, but hopefully they find a way to see if another team can actually win. I didn't see what Carolina plays this evening, is playing now too, so Carolina could mess around and help us as well. But again, like I said, fantastic game. The fact that we're putting up points, the special teams play a lot better, but we still had 2 missed field goals. So that could have accounted something big against us too, because you're talking about we would have had 48 points versus the 42. So gotta find ways to work that out, because I mean, you're talking about this is the third game, second game, no third game where no second or third game. I think it's the third game where the second game where we're missing extra points. I mean, not extra points, we're missing field goals. So, I mean, these are things that are very, very, like, touchy-feely type of things, and we gotta make sure that we're not making a bunch of mistakes coming down the road. Like I said again, the fact that we're going into the bye is a good thing. Everybody is going to really be relaxed during the bye. It's good that they get a break, they get to heal, they get to rest, they get to get themselves back into the groove. I hope to see Jaden Daniels. I don't know what they were trying to prove later in the game because, again, later in the game, I can understand running the ball and everything like that. But don't put Jaden in danger if you feel that there's a chance of him taking a hit or him getting himself hurt when he's on a run. It's nothing wrong with running the ball the rest of the game. I mean, but I also don't like good guy football. I don't like when you're trying to like, oh, we don't want them to be that embarrassed. No, embarrass them. Embarrass them. Don't play around, embarrass them. So, very good game. Very excited about it. We do need some tight ends. We need some tight ends. Again, I like the way that Terry was utilized this game. And I told y'all in my preview show, a lot of people was talking about the offense being so well when Brian Robinson is in the game. But guess what? It's the same thing with the captain. If the captain isn't involved as much as he should be, then what we're dealing with is something that is very dangerous. So again, the captain got very involved in this game, and he was targeted just like he should have been. Again, I'm not mad at how many times he was targeted. Again, we all say it. He needs to be targeted at least 12 to 15 times a game. Like, it can't be anything short than that, because there are times when you need him to make a play. In fact, there was one play where Jaden got flushed out the pocket, and he just didn't get the opportunity to really get Terry on the sideline, which probably would have ended up being another touchdown. And then he had the erratic pass to Noah Brown on the sideline, which probably would have been another touchdown as well. But again, very good game, very good game. Now we have the bye. Everything should settle down, and we need to really we need to have a strong march to the playoffs. And if we're going to win a game, they're going to have to show some grit when it comes to winning, when it comes to actually winning. They're going to have to show that they can actually compete, because right now, currently, you have Green Bay, you have the NFC North, which might could get 3 teams in, which means that we're going to have to find a way, because Minnesota is in. So Green Bay, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Green Bay, we're going to have to find a way to leapfrog Green Bay or something, because in all honesty, I don't want us going up against the Eagles, in the first round of the playoffs. I'd rather us see somebody else. So, man, I'm glad that we won this game. I'm glad that, we get to go on the bye, everybody gets the rest, and we get to come out and really see what this team is like after the bye. During the bye, I will be coming with a lot of content. I got a lot of thought-provoking content. I got stuff to even talk about the future of the franchise and what we should do moving forward. So understand that you will have a lot of content coming your way during their bye. And the reason why I'm doing this is to get you guys more interactive. I will be doing comment shows during that time period. I will be doing a lot of stuff just to get everybody still engaged, but at the same time get us more topics roaming around, because there's a lot of stuff and there's a lot of repeating topics. So it's now time to activate new topics and give everybody something else to talk about. So I'm going to be bringing a lot of content during the bye, and I'm also going to be covering other games. This playoff season, I will be coming to you guys, and I will have a co-host. So be on the lookout for that. Other than that, this has been your man, John Fortune. Washington wins 42-19 in a game going into the bye. They do a fantastic job. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Other than that, this has been your man, John Fortune, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.